morning, student. I am Mr. Nitin Rawal as your class teacher beside being your subject teacher. Welcome to online class. So please be attentive for today's lecture. Yes, student. Here are some of examples with the preposition, and beside it there are the pictures given so that it will be easy for us to understand what are the preposition in the sentence. So here first of all we are trying to understand preposition, common preposition at. So here you can read the sentence given here. The bus stopped at the crossing. So here word at showing place, and it shows the relation between bus and the place, and that's why here word at used as a preposition. Let's go through one more three example. They are see. He stood at the end of the queue. So word at is also preposition here. The postman is at the door. I'll wait for you at the bookstore. So here the rest three sentence that we studied here, very first sentence is with picture also. That means it is clearly understood that here word at is used as a preposition. Now one more. Under, over. See, she sat under the garden umbrella. So here in this picture you can see this is umbrella. Where is she? Under it. She is here under the umbrella. That is why here word under shows the position, sitting positions. You know that umbrella is there and where she is sitting under it. So here word use under as a preposition. The shade was over the balcony. So here you can see here this shade is over the balcony. So here both the word under and over are used as preposition in this sentence. Now in, on. Here we can see word in and on. How they are used in sentence? See here. There is some juice in the jug. So here word use in this sentence as preposition because it shows the relation between two things, that is juice and jug. Same way, there are many illustrations in this encyclopedia. The note is pasted on the door. The painting is on the wall. So it is easy to understand the word in and on. Whenever we find something inside or in it, then we can use preposition in to show the thing inside. Whereas on the surface, by the time we can use word on as a preposition in the sentence. Next, beside. These words stand for one and next to it, then the word beside become preposition. See here dustbin, the dustbin is beside the table. So you can see in this picture, where is the dustbin? Beside the table. Suppose, see one more. She stood beside her mother. So here this baby stood beside her mother. So here word use beside as preposition that shows next position to each other, and that's why the word beside used as a preposition. One more. Below, above. Both the words are in opposite manner See, the mask is below the painting at a lower level. So you can see this mask is below the painting, one above other, the other below another. So here word below shows at lower level of the painting, and that is why word below is showing the position of its own below the painting. Same way, in opposite manner, if we consider, then we find painting above the mask. So both the word below and above used as a preposition in contradictory manner, that means opposite manner. One is just below it, the other is just above it. That means below and above are used here in the sense of preposition. Now what is here? See, behind, in front of. So these are the usual preposition regularly used in sentence. See, the bicycle is behind the gate. Here you can see in the picture, where is the bicycle? See there, inside, I mean the gate. It is just behind the gate. Whereas the car is in front of the wall. Here this wall, and the car is in front of this wall. See, so word behind and in front of both are used as a preposition in this sentence. One is showing the rear side, the other is showing the front side of the position. Next, between. So this one is a preposition, because this preposition is especially used whenever we are talking in between two person or things. So here, see, the book is kept between the two vases. Where do you find this book? Between these vases. See, so between is especially used whenever we want to show thing between raised to, then it becomes the preposition. See, one more is there. Nirmana is between Delhi and Jaipur. So one of the town that is located between Delhi and Jaipur, that is why here word between used as a preposition. Now opposite. Word opposite is also a preposition. How? See, the snack's counter is opposite the post office. So where do we find the snack counters? This is a post office, whereas in front of it, the snack counter is here. So it shows the opposite directions of each other. Here, snack counters and the post office are in opposite of each other direction. See, our gate is opposite the fountain. So you can say, my school is opposite the hospital. That means here word opposite also used as a preposition showing the position or place. Now let's move to next page. See, among. The boy stood among the little children. Here word see, here we are learning among. The boy stood among little children. How it differs from the between, the preposition between? Because whenever we want to make the thing between two, then it is between. But more than two, that means among. So here children are plurals noun, and that means almost two, and boy, including boy, there are three. That means whenever we talk more than two person or things, we have to use preposition among. See, the mobile was kept among other electronics good. So here you can see. So there are so many electronic goods on the table, and among them we can see mobile lying on there. That's why here what is a clear understanding regarding among is this: we can use preposition among whenever we want to show the position or situation of thing or person more than two, then we have to use word among as a preposition. Now let's see, next is near. See, near, this is commonly known preposition. The chest of drawers is near the window. Where do we find? This is a window, suppose, and this is a chest of drawer. So they are near the window. That's why it shows the close of each other, closeness each other, and that's why word near is used as a preposition. The post office is near the bank. Where do we find the post office? Near? It is near the bank. It shows the nearest distance, short distance, and in manner. That's why it is a preposition. What is about at, in? See, he was born at Lucknow in UP. So here we can see both the preposition used in this sentence. One of them is locate the smaller than the other. So at usually locate the smaller place, whereas in compared to that, in shows the larger place. So see here given in bracket, as shows a particular point in space and in a region. See, one example, one more. The shopkeeper was in the shop. So here we see only one place point, that is why in. But whenever there are two place points, then we have to show using at and in. When that means at shows the particular point of in space and in is a region, part of space. Now here we are to learn prepositions of directions. So most of the preposition showing directions known for prepositions of directions. How? Let's understand. See, preposition of directions refer to directions, movement of a noun or pronoun. See, for example, the dolphin dived into the sea. So here word into shows movement from one place to another place. So here word into as preposition of direction. See, such prepositions you can see such prepositions are towards, across, through, around, over, and so on. Whereas here are some examples of preposition of direction. See that. First is to. My parents went to the club yesterday. So here it shows the directions. We went to the railway station in the morning. So again to, soon after to, the place where we are moving to, that is used in this sentence, and that's why here word to used as preposition of direction. Now same way towards. See, the man walked towards me. That means when we use to, it's address the particular place point in a particular area in that direction. Whereas when you are confirmed that one of them is moving towards you directly, then the word towards stand for preposition of direction. The next preposition is among. Let us understand the difference between preposition and among. Between is always used for preferably two person or two things, whereas whenever we find the more than two person or two things, then we use among as a preposition. It means among stand for more than two person or things. So here you can see through example. The boy stood among the children. Here among the children, little children. That means children stand for more than 2%, and he himself the boy. That means altogether they are more than 2%. That is why among is suitable preposition in this sentence. Let's see one more thing. Example is among. See, the mobile was kept among other electronic goods. So here in this picture we can see there are so many electronic goods, and among them we find mobile lying on the table. That is why among preposition prefers, refer more than two things. It means whenever we want to use say something is between more than two things, that means among. So difference between and among is here. Between stands for or between refers to things, to person, or any two noun or pronoun, whereas among refers more than two things, to person, to pronoun, to nouns, it's etc. Now one more preposition is here, near. See, near shows the distance, closeness. So here you can see the chest of drawers is near the window. We find this chest of drawers. These are the chest of drawers, and this one is the window. See. So where do we find chest of drawer? Near the window. They are close to each other. That is why near stand for preposition. The post office is near the bank. If we find both the building, one is post office, other is bank. So we can see post office is near the bank, whereas as well the bank is near the post office. So here preposition near shows in manner of distance or relations when it is close to each other. Now at and in. Preposition at, in. See, at shows the place, whereas in also shows the place. But when, in what case? At shows a particular point in a space, and in is a region. Means whenever we talk about the two place, then when we find the larger in size, there we put in front of that larger noun, whereas small, that showing small place, that is at. So here through example we can understand. He was born at Lucknow in UP. So here we find UP being a larger space area, whereas at shows the particular point, that is Lucknow in UP. So at shows the particular point in space, and in shows the region, a vast area. So if you want to say I live in Visnagar, so no problem. But when you say I live at Jawahar Society in Visnagar, that means compared to Visnagar, Jawahar Society is a small place. That's why at is placed before the small place compared to the larger place, and in is always placed in a larger place. So see here, shopkeeper was in the shop. Here no comparison, only it shows the position of the person inside the shop. So it shows only the place if it is located in a particular area. So in here shows inside the shop. Now next we are to learn the preposition of direction. See here, preposition of directions. Preposition of direction refer to direction, movement of a noun or pronoun. It means these particular prepositions are used especially whenever we refer to direction or the movement of noun or pronoun in that direction. In that case, we can use preposition of direction. See here, example is given, the dolphin dived into the sea. It means first came in air and then into sea. Movement, one place to other place, it shows the movement. Such prepositions are towards, across, through, around, over, and so on. And they shows in a particular way movement of the noun or pronoun. So here are some example of preposition of direction. See, let's see. See, very first to. We are to say the to. To shows the movement. See, my parents went to the club yesterday. Here, preposition to is used toward to a particular place in a movement. That is why to is used as a preposition showing movement of the pronoun. See, next we went to the railway station. So here also in the movement, this preposition refer the movement in this sentence. One more, towards. See, towards me. The man walked towards me. Here, in a closeness of compared to the distance of that shows the to and towards is here. When you find the something coming directly to you or something else, then in that case we can use towards showing the preposition. Then taxi moved towards the gate. So you can see here is gate, this is a gate, and this is a taxi. You can see it moves in a particular direction. Then here word towards stand for preposition showing its movement direction in a particular way. Now next, into. Into shows the movement of the things or person one place to another place. See how the magician put the rabbit into the cap. So in fact the rabbit was outside in the hand of the magician, then he put in cap, so it transferred from one place to another place. It shows the movement. So that is why in here preposition in is shown into. In and into is differ like this. In shows particular place in a encompassing area, whereas into shows the movement of the place transfer from one to other. Then in that case we can use into. See, he hurriedly walked into the building. So it says he was outside of the building and then he entered the building. That is why into. So whenever it shows the movement or place transfer, then in that case we can use preposition into showing direction or movement. Now let's move to study more preposition is here. Out of. In opposite manner of into is here is out of. Here also it shows like movement of the person or thing. See here, she took the spectacles out of her purse. It means they were inside the purse and now she is picking out them. That is why here out of, it's when into shows inside whereas out of outside. In that case, in both the case we can see the movement of the person or things in a transferring the place. See, my mother looked out of the window. From window, mother is looking out of the window. See, and in first example we see that is spectacles out of the purse. Here mother look out of the window. So both example says out of, that means in a movement. Now let's move to study the further preposition on next page. So let us continue learning the preposition showing movement and direction. Here is new preposition up. See, up. It shows the upward. The bullock cart went up the hill. That means from ground to hill. Here one more example is given. The child ran up the stair. It means showing the upward movement. Then in that case we can use up as a preposition. Same way in its opposite manner we can use down. Down says that is a opposite manner of the up. See, the boy came down the hill carefully. So here boy is coming down from hill to ground. That is why word used down as a preposition. Whereas the girl walked down the stair. So in this picture we can see the girl walked down the stair. Means she went up, then she came back here. Now next is off, O-double-F. It is used in a negative manner. See, the boy fell off the chair. So here you see this boy falling off the chair. That means from one place to another place. Means earlier he was residing the chair. Now he is falling. So it shows fell off. Same way, the little girl fell off tricycle. Means in a negative manner, it shows something that falls from one place to other place. In that case, we can say off as a preposition. Now, through. The dog jumped through the ring. Here, placement taking place, but in the same media. See here, through ring. It means earlier the dog is here. Now this dog is jumping through this ring. It means in the same media. Whereas earlier we have an example of into. In that case we find the movement, placement of the thing or person from one place to another place. Here using preposition through, we can show the movement in the same media, and here it is said the dog jumped through the ring. So you can see in the picture. See, now we drove through the city, reached the village, and reached the village. So here again in the same media, on the same level, we pass through and reach the village. So here preposition through stand for movement and direction in the same media. Now over. See, over. The dog jumped the fence. So without touching. You can see here the dog jumped over the fence. That means here also in the same media the movement is taking place in the same media, in the same level. But one place to another, in between, whatever comes, it without touching, it jump over. The bird flew over the tree. See, we can see here. This is a tree and this is a bird. So bird could see. We can see here bird without touching the tree, it fly over. So in that case, when one thing does not touch other, in that case, and takes movement, in that case we can say over as a preposition. Now along. So here along. Along shows the parallel movement. See, one is in static, the other is in dynamic. See, he walked along the footpath. So here you can see this is footpath, whereas the boy is walking along the footpath, means in parallel to the footpath. So in that case along is used showing parallel movement with other things as a preposition. The road was along the river. So here road and river both were in the spread in the same direction, same level and parallel to each other. So we can say along as a preposition in that case. One more is here, across. Across shows, see, when we go through the media in one place or one medium, then we can use across as a preposition showing movement towards one place to other place. See, she swam across the river. So here you can see this river, she is swimming, so that means she has to cross the river. So from one place to another but through media. Then in that case across is used as a preposition showing movement through any one medium. So here the horse galloped across the meadow. So horse were running in the field. Then when they reach to particular place through meadow, so here we can say across the meadow as a medium of preposition. See, Now round. The boy round the tree. So you can see the boy's movement here. He is taking round and round and round. So in that case we can say round as a preposition taking particular circulatory motion to a particular thing. Then in that case we can say round as a preposition used in the sentence. The earth revolves round the sun. Here also the earth and the sun both are there as an object, but one takes round and round of the other things, and here it is clearly said the earth revolves round the sun. That means the other thing, one object is in the motion of taking round and round circulatory motion. So here round is used as a preposition. Now very last, but not in our syllabus, even let's go through it. Past. Sometimes these prepositions used also in the manner of or in the sense of something you have gone through. See, Rita walked past the toy shop and reached the florist. It means while going, see here, you can see here, Rita, she passed all those toy shops. Nearby her there was a toy shop, and then when she passed by, then we can say past as a preposition showing one movement. When the movement take place, passing nearby of something and reach to other place, then in that case we can say past as a preposition. So friends, here all these are the prepositions we have discussed a lot more, and hope you can understand very well through this video, and now we will be able to attend all kinds of textual exercise. So in following video we will write all those textual exercise as a homework from the teacher side. Okay, teacher will send you this PDF of those textual exercise, and you are supposed to write in your notebook and grammar book too. So thank you, good day.